now proudly presented on SNME. That's Sunday night's main event.
Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every port side. We just people from the north side. Want some teammates at the shore fine. Winter ready on the four ties. Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your host, your boy George Mackay, and
the mini hosts.
And we're here to talk all things HWE. As you know, I am one of the three members of the commentating team. Personally, the best one, the best voice in the business, in my honest opinion. My child, everyone, my flesh and blood. Thank you so much. All right, so we're here to talk about HWE's next event, Renaissance. Now, Renaissance, it's weird because there has been a little bit of a changing of the guard. There's apparently new management in HWE. I don't know who it is. All I did was receive an email a few weeks ago. Some funds were slid into my account. I don't ask questions. I was told to do a prediction show. But here's the thing. We can't really predict. No matches. That's right. We have no match card to date. As of this recording, we are about just over a week away from October 14th show at the Don Koloff Arena. Doors open at 6:30. Show starts right at 7. We are literally just over a week away, and I don't know any matches. Isn't that weird to do a prediction show without matches?
No matches.
No matches. So to do a prediction show with absolutely no matches, it's a head scratcher.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you guys at home who's going to be at the show.
Okay.
And then we will guesstimate around that matches and give our input of what we think may or may not happen. And at the end of the day, this is all just guesstimating. We have no idea if this is the actual match card that is coming to play. But regardless of the fact, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. So Aaron Stevens will be at Renaissance. Now, Aaron Stevens was one of the focal points, be it the mouthpiece of the biggest faction in HWE, which is governance. There has been a changing of the guard in governance as the voice of reason, no longer with HWE. We wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors, but I'm not really sure what happened there. So I'm just saying this. Aaron Stevens, is he still a part of governance? Is he not a part of governance? I don't know. Chris Adonis, same thing, was the muscle of governance. Is he a part of governance? Is he not a part of governance? I don't know. We also, the Bollywood Boys will be back in the building defending their HWE tag team titles. So who will they be defending against? I'm not sure. But I'm going to lay the rest of the representatives or the roster members of the show, and then we can kind of guesstimate from there. So we've got, Airstrike. They're returning. They're coming back. This team is hungry for gold. Then you've got Santino Marella. He was aligned with Ronnie Randallson during the whole governance shenanigans. Will he be a focal point in that fight? And furthermore, which side will he be on? He's got ties to Aaron Stevens. He's got a close friendship with Ronnie. Will he be on Ranchi's side, or will he be on governance's side? Then you've got to think Silk and Stone making their HWE return as the regulators, I believe they are now called. They lost the titles in rather unorthodox fashion to the Bollywood Boys, so they're angry. They're upset, and they're definitely going to be on the lookout for gold. Also being at Renaissance is the HWE Cruiserweight Champion, Gabriel Fuerza. He will be in the house at Renaissance. Who will he be facing? We'll get to that a little bit later in the show, or at least who I think he'll be facing. Also, Empire will be at Renaissance. You've got the standard Matt Grant, the reject JT Kirk. Now, here's the thing about Empire. They're sadistic. They're very, very cerebral, and they know what they want. And Empire wants to make 2023 go out with a bang. And if this is the only show that HWE is running this year, they are definitely going to have their eyes on some gold as well. Then, of course, we have the champion, the heavyweight champion, the Saturday Night Delight. Say it.
Tyler Turba.
Tyler Turba will be most likely putting his strap on the line. And then, of course, you have the debuting, at least in HWE, Amir Jordan. Amir Jordan, we got to see him at Destiny. We know what he can do. He is one hell of a wrestler. And then, of course, you have an HWE staple in Vitamin D himself, Johnny DeLuca. And then an HWE OG, a pillar, if you will, in the one, the only, Ronnie Randallson. So now that's everyone that's going to be at the show. So let's go back right now to the tag titles. Tag titles, like I said, held currently by the Bollywood Boys. There's 3 other teams on the card. Airstrike, Silk and Stone, or the Regulators, if you will, now. And then, of course, you have Empire. All 4 of these teams know what it's like to be in big match situations. One of them holds the gold. The other 3 wants the gold. If I'm the new HWE management and I want to kick off a renaissance with a bang, then this is what I'm going to do. Are you ready? And I'm not saying I'm the HWE management, by the way. I'm laying that out there right now. Don't give me that look. I am not the new owner of HWE. Why would I pay myself? Fair. Factual point.
Hey, man, you never know.
Okay, anyways, I didn't pay myself. Well, I mean, I do. Okay, forget it. I'm not going to get into it. These 4 teams know what it takes. Like I said, Empire is cerebral. Airstrike is hungry for gold, and they have captured a lot of gold recently in the independent wrestling scene. And then there's Silk and Stone, or the Regulators as they're going by now. These guys know how to handle gold. They were the champions. So, what if you put all 4 of these teams in a fatal 4-way for the HWE tag team titles? I mean, that would be a match of epic proportions. And if you did put all 4 of these teams together, who you going with? You're going to choose the Bollywood Boys to retain, Silk and Stone to win, Empire to win, or Airstrike to win?
Okay. I'm going to say I think the Bollywood Boys are going to retain.
Okay.
Or.
Oh, you're giving 2 predictions?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or Airstrike is going to win.
Airstrike is going to win.
Yeah.
Okay. I see your thought process, and I agree with you. And obviously, you're thinking Airstrike is going to win because they've captured some gold recently this year in the tag team circuit.
Yes.
Fair enough. I am going with the team that is behind us. That's right. Your new HWE tag team champions will be Empire if this becomes a fatal 4-way for the tag straps. I see Empire. They are the ultimate opportunist in Ontario Indie. Matt Grant has a wrestling ring IQ like no one I've ever seen. He may only weigh the amount of the turnbuckle, but he knows how to put his positions in play, and these 2 know how to be cohesive. They know how to be fighting champions, and above all else, they know how to pick their spots, and they are extremely dangerous when given the ability to take over a match. And a lot of matches that they're in, they end up taking over. So I'm going to say that that's where I'm leaning towards. That's what I'm thinking if I was the new HWE management. Let's talk Gabriel Fuerza. Gabriel Fuerza is the current Cruiserweight champion. He knows what it's like to have gold around the waist and knows how to keep it there. But if I'm HWE management, who am I putting him in the ring with? Who am I allowing him to put his Cruiserweight championship on the line against? Well, I think it's going to be none other than Amir Jordan. That's right. Amir Jordan showed me something at the event that we saw him at Destiny. He went toe-to-toe with Tarek, and he was able to hang tough with him for the most part until Tarek did what Tarek does best, and that's win. But Amir Jordan showed me his never quit attitude and that he can strike and he can go and he's got some speed. Now, if I put these 2 in a match together, who are you choosing?
I'm going to say El Diablo, Gabriel Fuerza, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, HWE is finally coming back for their return, and I just feel like, it's not Amir's time yet. And I feel like it's not the right person for him to battle. Does that make sense?
You don't think he's worthy of a title shot against Gabriel Fuerza?
Not against Fuerza.
So he's worthy of a title shot, but just not against Fuerza.
Yeah.
So you think that HW management should give Gabriel Fuerza the night off?
No, he's still gonna wrestle.
But so do you have any all those names I mentioned? Do you have anybody whose name you want to throw in that hat?
I don't know if this is possible.
Okay.
But I was thinking Tyler Turba and Gabriel Fuerza champion versus champion.
So both titles on the line for all the gold.
Yeah.
It's intriguing. However, I don't know if Tyler Turba really meets the cruiserweight weight class, but that's not a bad idea. I actually like that. I dig on that idea. So if you're HW management, you want one wrestler repping all the gold.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually don't mind that. And if that's the case, who's winning? You set the match, so who's winning?
Yeah. I'm think I'm gonna say Fuerza. I'm just Team Fuerza.
Wow,
today.
Team Fuerza today. I would agree with both cases. Fuerza wins. Either way we go. All right, let's talk Tyler Turba. let's talk Tyler Turner for a second. He is the heavyweight champion of HWE. He is a Saturday Night Delight. And what date does this show take place on? Saturday, October 14th. Also, the mini host's birthday. Now, Tyler Turner, he knows what it's like to be a champion. He has held that title for a little over a year now. Had a couple great defenses. But who is Tyler Turner going to lay that title on the line? I think it's going to be none other than Johnny DeLuca.
Oh.
Vitamin D's time is now. Vitamin D deserves a shot at that heavyweight title. He deserves to rep the company that gave him an opportunity so many years ago. So if I'm HWE management, if I'm the new owner, I'm going to say, step up, sir or madam. Give this kid a shot. Johnny DeLuca, Tyler Turner, one-on-one for the HWE championship. That's where I'm going.
I actually fully agree with you. Everything that you said, I feel like Johnny DeLuca deserves a title shot. His time is now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got to win it.
So we're both in agreement that if that match were to happen, we would both see Johnny DeLuca as the new HWE heavyweight champion.
Yep.
Not taking anything away from Tyler Turner, but that's the case.
Yep.
Now, let's quickly talk. I got a surprise for you too, by the way, in a few seconds. Let's quickly talk these two gentlemen, Aaron Stevens, Chris Adonis. Is governance still a thing? Are they still part of governance? Or are they now in business for themselves?
Do you think they're going to go face to face?
No, I don't think they're going to go face to face. I think they're going to be a united front. I think they're just going to come in to cause all kinds of chaos. Aaron Stevens is the king of chaos, but he's incredibly good looking. He's a superstar.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be such a shock when they come out of like they're going to reveal something that nobody would like expect for them to happen, and it's just going to be like mind-blowing. I just don't know what that is. I feel like we have to wait for Saturday to find out what that is.
Well, how about this? I think you're right. But I also think right now I want to bring somebody in to get their opinion on this current situation of HWE. That's right. I'm going to give Raunchy Ronnie Randallson a phone call right now.
Hello.
Hey, Raunch.
Hey.
Hey, it's George here, HWE commentary. How are you? I'm good, man. Raunch, listen, me and the mini host, we're trying to do some kind of a prediction show because I don't know if you got the same email that I did, but I got an email from this new owner of HWE sliding funds into my account, telling me he wanted to do a prediction show. But guess what, Raunch? I have no matches.
Yeah, man, I got the same email. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so Raunch, I got to ask you this question. What is your current situation right now in HWE? Like, are you still officially a member of this roster? Do you have any inkling on what's going to happen on October 14th at the Don Koloff Arena?
The email that I got just said, bring your stuff, you'll be wrestling, and that's it. They didn't say who I was up against. They didn't say anything. So I have no clue what's going on. I'm more confused than anybody.
Okay. And as we know, you've had your battles with governance, which at one point in time was the strongest faction in HWE. Now that governance is kind of in limbo, Aaron Stevens still coming to the show, Chris Adonis still coming to the show. You have unfinished business with these two gentlemen. Could we be expected?
Yes, I do. I have unfinished business. It's a weird situation. One point I'm running HWE. Next day, I get attacked by my tag team partner, and he took me out. And he was running the business, and I had no say in anything. And now he's gone, and I don't know what's going on.
So you have no idea who's taken HWE over?
I have no clue.
But what a head scratcher of a situation here. And also, I know that Santino Morella is going to be in the house as well. I know at one point in time, you two had a lot of respect for each other, but Santino also has alliances with Aaron Stevens. So do you think that it might be a 3-on-1 situation, or do you think Santino, if need be, might be your only backup in HWE?
Well, I hope to God Santino is not part of that group, because we've never had problems. Me and Santino, we've had a friendly match against each other, never had problems. So if I don't know what would happen if he turned his back on me.
Are you prepared to continue being the lone wolf of HWE if you have to fight to keep HWE the way it once was or the way you envisioned it to be?
If I'm by myself and I have to take on the whole HWE roster, I will do so to bring it back to what it was.
Interesting. Strong words from Ronchi Ronnie Randallson. And Ronch, before I let you go, because I know you got to get raunchy, you got to get prepared. Obviously, you've been working out, you've been training, you've been prepping for a match. Is there anyone, because you've been told to bring your stuff, you will be fighting. Is there anyone on this card that's going to be there that you could see this new management trying to make a statement with you by throwing you in the ring? I mean, I fully believe that it could end up being some kind of a tag team situation with you and Santino, alliances in question, versus whatever's left of governance being Aaron Stevens and the muscle, Chris Adonis.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm prepared for whatever, but I hope to God it's someone from governance.
You just want to get your hands on anybody from governance at this point.
I don't care who it is.
So if it's Aaron Stevens, you're going to beat him down within an inch of his life?
If it's Aaron Stevens, I feel sorry for him. If it's Chris Adonis, I feel sorry for him. Whoever it is, I feel sorry for. There's a lot of built-up anger that I need to take out on them.
Absolutely, fair enough. I mean, anger aside, you could just be seeing red that day. You're not going to be potentially going after any of your other HWE roster members, like a Johnny DeLuca, like a Gabriel Fuerza, like the current champion, Tyler Turva.
I have no clue, man. I just wish I knew something, but I will find out on October 14th.
Looks like we're all going to find out on October 14th. Ronch, thank you so much for your time. Be safe, continue to train, and I look forward to seeing you. I mean, it's going to be fun to call whatever matches I'm supposed to be calling.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see you too. I missed you, brother. It's been a while.
Absolutely. All right, Ronch, well, stay raunchy from myself and the mini host who really didn't get a word in.
Bye.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
All right, Ronch. Well, I mean, like everyone else out there in the world, they should get their tickets for this event because it's going to be crazy, because when the roster doesn't know, all we should expect is the absolute unexpected. Would you not agree?
I agree 100%.
All right, my friend, you take care. I'll see you in just over a week.
All right, brother. I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So that was Ronchi Ronnie Randallson in the flesh. Well, not really in the flesh, via phone call. I surprised him with the phone call, and you had me scared for a second. They were thinking he wasn't going to answer, but he did. He answered. So let's talk Ronch. We just got off the phone with him. He clearly verified what I verified earlier at the start of this prediction show. He has no idea.
Nobody has any idea.
So if you're HWE management, that's the man you want to put down. That's your pillar. That's your OG. That's pretty much the only fighting force you have left in HWE, because he's one of the guys that created it. So if you're HWE management, what about this? What about Aaron Stevens and his big mouth going up with Chris Adonis versus Ronchi Ronnie Randallson in a 2-on-1 handicap match?
Wow.
If you're HWE, if you're the new owner who's ever taken this organization over, you want to take out the only thing standing in your way, which would be Ronchi Ronnie Randallson. Would you put Stevens and Adonis 2-on-1 against Ronch?
I see it, though. I do see it.
Right? And in that case, you know Ronch pretty well. I know Ronch really well. Does Ronch have enough of a fighting spirit inside of him to take on these two beasts?
Yes.
Would Ronch come out victorious?
Yes.
Wow. I love it. And I love the heart of Ronchi Ronnie Randallson. I just don't know if he can hang with both these guys. But here's the final major question I got to pose to you, mini host.
What is he doing?
Where does his allegiance lie? Close friends, history with both Aaron Stevens and Chris Adonis, both inside and outside of the squared circle. Also, a fixture in pro wrestling and in the Ontario indie scene. One of the guys who helped really build up this scene. Where do his allegiances lie? Is he HWE? Or has he always been governance? What if Santino Marella is the new owner of HWE? Why not? He's got the money. He's got the power. He still owns Battle Arts. And the Don Koloff Arena is in Battle Arts. I've got your wheels turning, don't I?
Yes. I don't know, honestly. It's either going to be Santino and Raunchy, like, come together in an alliance and they fight Aaron and Chris, or it's going to be a 2-on-1 with just Raunchy. And then maybe Santino interferes the whole match and beats all of them.
And reveals himself as the new owner.
Yeah.
To maintain control. So many possible scenarios and situations. The only thing I can tell you is this. I will be there. The mini host will be there. And every wrestler that we've listed in this conversation will be there. To run down the names again. You got Aaron Stevens. It's a great photo, eh? He's very Renaissance in that photo. You've got Chris Adonis. You got the Bollywood Boys repping those tag titles. You got Airstrike. You got Santino Marella. Alliance is in question for sure. You got Silk and Stone, a.k.a. the Regulators. They want the gold back. You got the Cruiserweight champ, El Diablo, Gabriel Fuerza. You got Empire. You got the heavyweight champ, Tyler Turva. You got Amir Jordan making his HWE debut. You've got Johnny DeLuca, Vitamin D himself, going to be in the building. And then, of course, you've got Ronnie Randallson. Everyone will be there. And who knows, guys, there might even be some surprises. But this show's so insane that we don't know anything, that Sting may come from the rafters. Darby Allin may show. I don't know, guys. I'm just throwing out names at this point. For all I know, Brampton Batman shows up and just beats everybody's butt. I don't have an answer. One word I could say is wow. I'm intrigued. I'm confused. I'm flustered. It's all over the damn place. But what we can tell you is this. Get your tickets just under a week away. Renaissance, October 14th at the Don Koloff Arena. Doors at 6:30. Show at 7. Oh my God. We don't know the card. We're going to find out when you guys find out. Come to the Don Koloff Arena and take in Renaissance.
I had to add some sound effects.
Yeah, just sound effects.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, as always, I'm your host, your boy, George Mackay.
And the mini host.
And sorry we couldn't give you more. This is all we know. That's all I can tell you. Anyways, guys, peace, love, and wrestling. We'll see you guys very soon.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on that notification bell so you get notified each time we post a video. Alternatively, you can check us out on all podcast platforms and hosted on Podbean. We are also available on the SNME network. That's the Sunday Nights Main Event Patreon. Please feel free to check us out there as well. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at _Straight Talk on Twitter, at Straight Talk Wrestling on Instagram, Straight Talk Wrestling on Facebook, Straight Talk Wrestling on TikTok, and of course, you can check out all our merch at ProWrestlingTees.com.
I don't need a nigga.